Anti-Afro Svengalis. I have to start out with this very important announcement. There are several people out there who are misusing the term Umarian as it applies to the Umar Johnson sector and surrounding streets and blocks. Umarian is a fanatic that supports Umar Johnson. I wanted to keep that straight. The term was coined for the Umar Johnson sector by another anti-fraud warrior, but it has nothing to do with us and Umar Johnson. It has everything to do with those who support Umar Johnson. I just want to make sure that clarification was made. Okay, then I want to address briefly, before I get onto the main topic, re-emphasizing freedom of speech. We have our freedoms. And I point to that bogus, bullshit, fraudulent lawsuit that Catherine Brown resoundingly failed on. There was a hearing at the beginning of that lawsuit when she tried to get an injunction, which is a restraining order. Injunction, it's called in the federal court. And the transcript made it very clear. People have the right to express themselves, no matter how offensive one may think it is. There are people who are so remote in their thinking that they actually believe freedom of speech has no limitations or consequences if you look at it as an absolute. It is not an absolute. But we do have a right to feel, think, and express in any way we so choose. I emphasize this because no matter what anybody tries to put forth, there's never been an issue with the fact that somebody has an opinion. And that's the bullshit that, let me see your handcuffs, try to swing by here so often. Anti-Afro Svengalis got a problem just because we disagree. Well, if you really think about it, that is legitimate. Although she tries to delegitimize it by saying it's a simple disagreement. It isn't about the disagreement, it's about what is being said. Brings me to the topic. If you look at this message, I actually enlarged the words. I didn't change anything. This was a message left by defrauding charlatans, and the reason why I'm pointing this message out is I'm comparing it to other situations that we have seen crop up over and over again here in these YouTube streets. The difference is, this is a real situation. These are actual occurrences that went down. This situation with defrauding charlatans, and let me point out, the words on the screen are defrauding charlatans' words. This is his opinion about whatever he's talking about. It doesn't apply to Rev G, although he's trying to make it seem as though Rev G has done something. I think this kind of approach is an effort to intimidate people out of following up, inquiring about, and asserting their rights. Do not let anything like this ever stop you from moving forward if you think your rights are being violated. But I want to point out the whole situation itself. The reason why Rev G filed a complaint, because an actual situation did exist. And it went on for quite some time. Compare this to other scenarios that we have seen crop up in these YouTube streets that are completely contrived. There's always this expectation to fuel and feed a lie and give attention to a lie, while there's an effort to disregard the truth. If someone decides they want to go ahead and make up a lie about something that happened or deny something did happen, I don't have a responsibility to explain that. I just know lying is hazardous in many respects. Emmett Till is not the only person who lost his life behind a lie. Remember Merlin Santana lost his life behind a false accusation and something that she decided to tell to some gang members. And there's only one thing that gang members are going to do when you tell them that somebody made sexual advances towards you and they're trying to get with you. Well, there's a pretty good chance they're going to come see you. And in this instance, Merlin Santana got shot in the head. behind a lie. See, that's the extent to which lies can cause so many problems, which is why I don't have anything to do with someone who's going to sit around and make up shit that simply didn't happen. There's certainly not going to be a situation where you should have to defend that. Now, if somebody's insisting I defend against a lie, go ahead and file a lawsuit. Take it into court and I'll defend against that. Now, does that mean each and every time somebody says a lie, I'll never respond to it? No, that's not the case. It depends on what's being said. But if something is completely cooked up in a cauldron, evil cauldron, because someone is looking for a specific outcome with their target, that is not something I'm going to get involved with. There's a lot of bad outcomes that befall liars. And there are people who feel they really need to generate lies in order to get what they perceive to be some sort of gain. And if it is, it's going to be temporary. The best approach when you know somebody is hell bent on trying to get an outcome, a negative outcome involving you, because they have whatever motive they have, that's for them to reconcile. My approach in most instances, let nature take its course. How many times I was told this and I saw it coming. Eventually, lying and cheating and defrauding, scamming is going to catch up to most people. The same thing that happens with people who are hell-bent on telling lies on other people. This video is designed to be short because I'm representing to you how little time I'm going to spend on any situation where it's confirmed, proof positive that it was born out of bald-faced lies. If people want to run around and talk about whatever they want to talk about that's a bald-faced lie, they can do it. Remember, it's a free country. Talk to Tasha K about that. Whoever wants to brag about sub counts, and I'll keep reminding everybody, she's got 1 million plus sub count and a $4.8 million judgment. I want to clarify, 3.8 is what's due now, but the total judgment is nearly $5 million. Think about the next time you want to make up all lies on people. Never been worth it. Liars are troublemakers. People, you know I have much more coming your way. In the meantime, buyer beware.